Howdy folks, we're out here today checking out a new product from Mantis. This is very cool. We're looking at the Mantis TitanX. This is a very cool dry fire system. It's really going to help improve you when paired with the Mantis app. So we're going to take a look at it on the bench. I'm going to show you just real quick what you get in the box, kind of some of the features, and then we're going to demonstrate how it works with the Mantis app. All right folks, so this is how the TitanX is going to come. Nice branded cardboard box. I'm going to flip that open. You're going to get a really nice soft case, very nice material, also branded, nice zippers on it. We're going to open this up here, and we have our Mantis TitanX. Now, I'm just going to run through what you get in the box real quick, and then we're going to jump into some details on this. So you're going to get a charging cable and a sticker. You're going to get a magazine. This is weighted. That's nice. You're going to get the TitanX, also with another magazine. So you get two magazines with this. You're going to get some literature here. This is your instruction manual. That's going to tell you quite a bit about the TitanX. Also an advertisement for the Blackbeard. I do have the Blackbeard X. I like it very much. It is kind of a complement to this. Doing rifle and pistol you want to train, it's going to all connect to the same app, which is pretty cool. You also get an advertisement for the Mantis Laser Academy, or you can use the Mantis app, and we're going to get into that as well. Just running over a couple features on this real quick. This is going to be your power button. It's also going to be how you pair it to the Mantis app right up here on top. You can see that. This is going to be optics ready. The RMS Shield RMSC footprint. I'll put a list of optics they say will not work with this up on the screen here. And so just be aware of that. I'm going to put an optic on here for the testing, but you may be thinking to yourself, this looks exactly like a Glock. Yes, this is modeled after a Glock 19. They also have models available in the Glock 17 and the Glock 45, but I chose the Glock 19. I have holsters for that already. This is completely safe and inert. There's no slide to rack. There's no way to load a round in here. So this is simply dry fire training. You got some nice texturing on the grips here. Grip feels exactly like a Glock. So if you're familiar with shooting Glocks or any of the Glock clones or a lot of the Glock clones, it's going to feel very similar in the hand. You do have a rail if you want to put a light on here, which I'm going to skip for now, but that would be good to do a little night training. If you don't have access to a range that will allow you to do night shooting, this would be a good way to train at night. I see that, put a light on there and get out in the dark. USB-C charging, which is really nice. The Blackbeard X was micro USB, which is not a huge deal, but I don't like keeping one cable around for one product. Everything else I use in the house is USB-C, so I'm glad they went with USB-C on this. You do have your windage and elevation there. Mag release, very positive. The weighted mags slide right out. Going to make for nice mag changes. Blacked out sights, but if you needed to, put a little paint on the sights or whatever, you probably could, the front sight especially. The trigger pull, very, very similar to a Glock. Got a little take up there, and it actually feels very similar to a Glock. Reset right there. So this is a resetting trigger. You can pull this trigger as many times as you'd like. And we'll get into, I believe you may be able to limit the magazine count. So if you limit it to, 15 rounds, it should prompt you to mag change. We'll get into that a little bit. But as fast as you can pull the trigger and as many times as you can pull the trigger, this will put that little laser out there for you to see. Very visual, very bright. The nice thing about that is normal dry fire training, if you're using one of the lasers you insert, you're having to rack the slide each time in between each shot. This, you can concentrate on just your placement, and paired with the Mantis app, it's going to give you a lot of data on transitions, on holster draws, reloads, all that kind of stuff. There's a ton of courses and drills on the Mantis app you can do. We're going to get this out. I'm going to fire up the app, and we're going to kind of give you a little overview of that. So that's what you get in the box with the Mantis TitanX. Very cool product. We're going to get this outside and take a closer look. So I'm going to be running these drills using an outside the waistband holster. This is the Photon holster from Alien Gear. I like these holsters because you can convert the Photon from inside to outside the waistband. So it's pretty versatile. For our purposes here, I'm just going to run it outside the waistband. Also, I did put a dot on here. This is going to be a little optic from CV Life, a little green dot. So we got it paired up. Press this little button up here. It'll pair up with the app. I'm just going to show you how it registers 40 different drills and 10 different courses you can take. But we're just going to show you a quick overview. I've got some targets up here behind me. And we're just gonna take a few shots. I'll show you in the app what it does, and we'll go from there.
Shooter ready. $95.6.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that is great.
So now we can go in here to the, oh, I didn't register any of that for whatever. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it took a second to catch up. So it's going to show you your shots. It's going to show you if you had any over travel, your transitions, all that good stuff.
Is that what that is? Time in between?
Yep.
All right, shooter ready.
Your times in between shots. You see your transitions, your over travel.
Over travel, I kind of get it, but can you explain that to me a little bit more?
If you're going past the target, like if you're going past the bullseye over, like say you went 3 inches and had to correct, and this will actually show you your movements. This one here.
Okay.
That'll show you shot 1, shot 2, shot 3, shot 4. You can see exactly what you're doing to get.
$71.2. Shooter ready. Reload. Holster firearm. Stand by. Reload. Shooter ready. Hey, 97.6.
All right, folks, so wrapping up on the Mantis TitanX, I think this is a great tool to show you, help on your transitions, help on your trigger pull, how you hold, especially drawing from holster. Especially for me, I typically don't carry with an optic on, so I don't draw from holster with an optic, and it always takes me a little bit to find that optic. And this is a good way to kind of teach myself to be able to do that a little bit faster and a little more efficient. This is not going to replace live fire. You still are going to have to go to the range. You still have to put rounds through an actual firearm. The recoil, the reciprocating slide, all those things are going to matter. So it's not going to take the place of live fire. But to me, this is a better way to dry fire. With the analytics, with the app, running all the drills, you kind of have stuff laid out for you. You can do the Mantis Academy, which will get even a little bit more in depth than just the Mantis app. But the amount of drills and courses you can take on there, you'd be dry firing forever. And the great thing about this is you can just keep pulling that trigger, charge it up here and there, and you're good to go. But very cool product from Mantis. The possibilities are pretty limitless in that app, because you can change different settings. You can go from low ready to holster to retention to whatever. I understand the cost of this. These run about these run exactly $199. However, if you buy 1,000 rounds of 9mm, that's over $200. I mean, it's fun. It mimics the feel of a Glock. So especially if you normally carry a Glock. Now they are coming out, I think, with some other models that kind of mimic other popular carry firearms, but they started with the Glock. So look for those. I will link this in the description below. I will also link my campsite page, my Rockport page, and my Amazon storefront. Those are all affiliate links. Using any of those links does help the channel. Doesn't cost you anything extra, and I do appreciate it. It's a great way to support me that doesn't cost you anything. I will see y'all next time I make a video. Y'all stay safe out there.